Okay, hello. I am here with Patty Abrigo, the licensed physical therapist, Mspt. Look at that, I got that right. And Chef, one of her clients who has seen some amazing results through Patty's tutelage, through her direction. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how she's able to help with not only injury prevention, but also after you are injured, ways to help that, and then also to make sure that we are pretty proactive as far as reducing the risk of injuries when you are active in classes such as this one and other exercise classes. So Patty, take it away.
Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
So just some background history with Chris and I. He was a patient of mine a few years ago. I saw him for his shoulder, and throughout the years, we've kept in touch and through various things with his wife, and he happened to have some back pain about a few weeks ago, and it had impaired his ability to attend Tim's classes, or he wasn't able to do the class fully because his back was hurting. So his lovely wife, Nora, had encouraged him to reach out to me and see if there was anything that I could do for him. So I just wanted to kind of give a brief explanation of kind of how I examined him and what I found and the exercises that I gave him that were fairly simple to do. And within one visit, he felt better the next day and gradually returned back to his class. So I'm going to kind of go over what I looked at on him. So he was having back pain. I'm going to turn around,
Sure.
Chris. Primarily in the left side of his back. So through my structural assessment, through my movement assessment, through looking at his posture and his positioning, and pretty much looking at him from head to toe, I determined that he had, so if this is his pelvis here, like that. So this is his pelvis, like that. This part was rotated more forward, and this one was rotated more back. So what I did was a mobilization to put it back into place, into alignment, and then I used a muscle energy technique to, again, align it further to get that pelvis back to neutral where it should be. So then I gave him exercises so he could actually maintain what I had achieved, as well as stretching some things that I had found that were tight on him that might be causing this to come out of place. So I'm just going to briefly show you what he did. So you want to show the exercise I gave you?
Sure. Which one do you want to do first?
The cane one, link.
Okay.
So he is using his muscles to reposition the pelvis into proper alignment. And I basically had him hold it for about 10 seconds and did 5 reps. And he was to do this in the morning and before and after any exercise programs and before bed. And I instructed him to do this for about a week.
Yes.
Okay. And then I also showed him a stretch to do for his piriformis muscle. Yes, that way. So his piriformis muscle in the back, which runs through here, and it connects to a lot of your low back and the hip, and that can become very tight when I did find tightness and tenderness in that area as well. So he was also adding that stretch. And then he was also stretching his hip flexor on the left side as well. So all of these stretches were meant to create balance within that area so that he could keep the pelvis in alignment. Okay. So after doing that for a week, you want to kind of share how you felt?
I felt like I was ready to go back. I took it back a little bit at a time. I was regularly coming 5 days a week. I worked my way back into going 3 days a week, and eventually working my way back toward going more as my muscles, as my joints feel like they're ready for the regular workouts again.
So as my follow-up session is kind of like today, I rechecked him before we started, and everything still looks level, and his pelvis is back into alignment, and he's done a really good job of keeping it in place. So I can tell that he's been a compliant patient, and part of the next round of his rehab is kind of watching him work out today to look at form and see if there's anything that he may be doing that could potentially put him at risk for re-injuring himself again. And then our next phase will be doing some lumbar pelvic stabilization type exercises, which again will make simple and easy to do and kind of incorporate what he's already doing in Tim's class. So keep up the good work.
All right, thank you, Patty.
Thank you.